Evening, folks. Pardon any sync issues. And if you got a notification for, quite frankly, just now, like I did, it's so weird to get a notification. It feels like I'm getting a notification for my own show, but it's just Frank is premiering the episode he filmed yesterday at 1 p.m. Since he was going out for his mom's birthday for birthday dinner. He did a show early, and I thought it was gonna premiere yesterday, but he's premiering it today. And this is so cool. This is the twice. It's remember the window I use for the chat room, not the Ustream part, but like half of my equipment remembers my place. So what is up, Patrick? Glad you made it. Oh, I'm getting like my right eye. It's just slightly blurry. I don't know what I did. It's fine. It could just be a 1 day thing. Maybe I'm just a little bit stressed out and jangly because I've been checking to make sure my episode from yesterday is still up. Let's give it a few more minutes and make sure it's still there. What's up, John Rogers? Glad you made it. Uh, yeah, it's great to see you, everybody, for the fifth day this week, despite what the available shows are showing on my channel. Well, yeah, it was what it was. I guess I said something YouTube didn't like on December 26th. So when I went to like see what it was, it shows me a timestamp of something like an hour, 15 minutes into my video. And that's it. Like it doesn't let you like hit play to show like the whatever I said that they didn't like. So like I couldn't say exactly what I said because I can't remember back that far. My show on the 26th is 4 days ago for me because the 27th is 2 days, and today would have been a third full day. So for me, it's like I'm sitting in the fourth day since then. I can barely remember what I did earlier, let alone 2 shows ago. What's up, Jenna? Glad you made it. Like, I watched my show from yesterday. I know a little bit of that. I took a little bit of notes. I have like my show notes from the 26th and then some notes I took when I was watching it back. But basically, what it was sort of like not necessarily a strike, just letting you know, like, hey, you said something we didn't like. And I could either just like do nothing and just let that mistake just sit on my account forever, or you can it lets you do two things. It's like take our little a 7 minute Q&A, they call it training. Let me tip this down just a bit. And once you do that, then they will take that a mistake off of your account after 3 months. You can do nothing, it stays there forever, and then you can also appeal it. So since it wouldn't show me exactly what, let me just go through the 7 question thing to see what it is. Oh, thank you, Jenna, saying I put two movie recommendations in my X post. Great, I'll check those out. So what it is, it takes you through these like 7 questions, and you choose based on the scenario whether or not that would have been a violation. And if you get it right, it says why. If you get it wrong, it tells you why, then lets you try again. Basically, kind of like teaching you their policies, what you can say concerning things that have been occurring in the last 4 years, almost 5 years. Um, and then so you go through that, and then it's like, great, so we'll lift this off. It'll be it's like a March 28th, like exactly. To me, I read the date, I'm thinking Aries, so at the end of March that comes off. Jenna, that's okay. I'll check it out. Let me take a look here now. So I did that. I went through the motions with that, and then I went to um then it lets you appeal it after that. I'm like, well, let me try the appeal thing just because. And then it like says, and tell us, give us a little comment. And I'm like, will you please let me view the content that you found offensive? So let me see what I did wrong. You only get like 100 characters to like say something. So I did that, and then I guess it's like, oh, we'll email you in 72 hours. And then in the meantime, the video, it can't be viewed by anybody, and it can't earn any money. Oh no! What am I gonna do without my $0.00 I earn from YouTube every month? So just in the interest, like, of course, I don't want to get the channel in trouble. I would like to not have any strikes. It's not a proper strike. If I were to do it again, then that would be a strike. But it's not quite up there yet. It's more like a warning, like watch your step, watch your mouth about certain things. So it's basically fine. You know, everything's okay. It's not like there's like it's not like I'm blocked from going live or anything weird stipulation. So it's okay. It's like it never happened. But I do kind of want, if you remember anything from the Thursday show, bring it up. Otherwise, nobody's gonna know. Aside from anything medical we discussed. But yeah, Jenna suggested it's called one's called Lifted. It's a drama. And another one is called Forget Me Not. It's a romance. I'll definitely look those up. And I was looking earlier, just kind of being cheeky, just to see if they had it. So I went to Tubi, I typed in Spookies, I hit enter, and they have it. So I shared it. It's I think it's one of the last things I tweeted before these announcements. Like, you know, a guy in this movie. So that's the original Spookies from 1986. It does have Anthony, Frank's dad, Anthony, in it. And then I'm like, well, let me see here. Let me go to IMDb and see what it says. So, you know, IMDb, Spookies, and, you know, scroll down to Anthony Valbero. Like, they don't have his picture. They don't have his birth date. But, like, he's on IMDb. Oh, what's up, Wally World? God, you made it. What's up to Arden if she's with you? Patrick, how dare they call you the cunts? We love you, Nikki. Yeah, thank you. I love you guys, too. That's why I want to, be nice and, you know, keep the channel, because I live here. All of my music is here. My dad is here. You know, you guys are here. I'm not trying to be Nikki M. Carlin everywhere else except YouTube. So yeah, not gonna do that. Oh, Dandy, glad you made it. Jenna, that movie is so B-rated, lol. He's Dave in the movie. Yeah, he does play a character named Dave. Honestly, when Frank did play it, whenever it was years ago, it gave me like low-key um Dark Shadows vibes, like sort of earlier on when they brought in Jonathan Frid's character. So no spoilers, but it did low-key give me that vibe. So I was totally digging it on that end. And then plus it's so B movie, and then there's Frank's dad. It's so fun. Yeah, Jenna, I will check those out after the show, since there's a well, like I was saying again, Frank did say yesterday that he will be doing a Monday show like normal on his channel. So we will all be there in Frank's chat room on Monday. Then we will be here on the 31st and the 1st. And then, of course, that's just the last official show, quite frankly. You know how he is. He likes to do his coffee chats or go live randomly. So, you know, who knows if he does stuff like that around you guys' New Year's Eve, New Year's Day. I can't remember if he did this kind of thing last year. This time last year was quite, I mean, it was bad, but then it got worse. So I don't remember. Dave's a good name, too. Yeah, so I was thinking, you know, like, well, since YouTube is kind of, you know, had a little problem with me, and since there was talk at my last show about like Nikki needs a new camera, yes, she does, I know. So I just decided, fuck it. I'm gonna just, you know, jump the gun and just pretend I have 500 subs and make my Venmo my super chat. So I'm just gonna put that in the description of every show. And so I can say the first link in the description of the show is how you can super chat. It's 100% of that goes to me. It's not like if there were super chats and Google gets 30%. Don't pay Google. You can, if you want to send me $1 and say something, you can. And then as far as reading them off, I don't know how that works, because like I've got notifications on, so I guess if my phone chimes off during the show, I could read it then. But I really do want to do it if I, receive, like can receive super chats anytime, but he reads them on the show. That's what I would do. I'm not just trying to like get. I'm not trying. I'm not asking for money. It's don't. It's not like that. Jenna, I was thinking about that too. She said, "Sorry, I don't use Venmo. I use Buy Me a Coffee." So that's what I was going to get into next. If you guys don't use Venmo, what do you use? I know there's Cash App. I know there's Buy Me a Coffee. I know there's uh I know those two right now. I can't think of like I can Google them and look them up. But like, is there one? I'm just trying to see if there's a service more people use that I could start an account on to use. The first link in my show's description is the Venmo. I've also got it as the first link in my channel's description when it lets you like add those little, it lets you add links. Okay, PayPal. I mean, like I don't, I don't have enough content. I'm not a big enough channel to say do like a Patreon or a Subscribe Star like Frank does. We're not quite there yet. Oh, Wally World, I have Venmo and PayPal. Start writing these down. That Buy Me a Coffee. That's something I know like Jim Lee has. Let me get a better pen. Hang on. Okay, okay. Buy me a. Can't spell coffee the real way. I'm used to spelling it Kawfee. Coffee. Yeah, I'll look into those. Yeah, because it's free to start an account. That's nothing to me. I think I used to have a PayPal. Just as long as I could be Nikki M. Carlin there, that will work. The one thing about Venmo though, it will not let me add a dot after the M for nothing. So it is still me, Nikki M. Carlin. The N, M, K, and L are capitalized. But yeah, that's something for me to look into the next couple of days when I'm kind of off. And then yesterday, I was thinking, back when all of my videos were still available, that I do want to, like, I want to find a way to re-upload my live shows. That way I can sit in the chat room and talk with, people watching the video. So my first thought was Twitch, but then I go over to Twitch and it's I didn't check it on the laptop, but as far as the phone goes, it doesn't look like you can upload videos. You just have to do stuff live and then leave it sit there. So that's kind of out. So I don't know if there's another. I'm probably going to go through the sites Frank uses and see what flies farthest for him. But I need another place where I can upload my live shows. So worst case scenario, they're not lost. Because I was thinking, what if I could have downloaded that episode from the 26th in that first 24 hours? I would still have it. I could upload it elsewhere, and then it just would not be on YouTube. That would have been fine, just so my work is not lost because I'm going to forget what I said. So I was already thinking that before this even happened. So I guess that's the way things are going to go. And it is wise to branch out. That I heard the advice years ago to never build only one of anything important. So it does make sense to have my videos in multiple places. Jenna, how about Facebook? I mean, I do have a Facebook. I've had a Facebook for oh goodness, like 2010. So like I'm Nikki M. Carlin over there as well. Uh yeah, thumb drive. Yeah, I do need to just download them, period. Plus it would give me a chance to rewatch them since they are live shows. I don't want to give them extra clicks. I only have them on YouTube. So like, I want to see them again. I want to see what it was like in May. But I'll get that worked out. So that is coming. Of course, I'll always go live from YouTube. Yeah, worst case scenario, I'd have to start going live from Twitch, but I don't want to have to get that serious with it. I would like to multicast to Twitch, not be confined to it. So that will be, of course, I'll like tweet it out and let you guys know about it. Hey, if you like these videos, check them out on some other site as well, and it's all that good stuff. You know how it goes. Nature of the beast. Yeah, Rumble, I can't see the chat room on Rumble. Patrick saying, why not Rumble? Decent site, but they take a cut. Yeah, see, it's like, because they have those, you can't turn it off. It's got like, you know, like where the chat is down here, well, down there. Right above that, you get like this string of emojis on top that never stop moving, and you can't X them out or nothing. So I'm glad I crashed that site back on June 27th. Can't use Rumble, can't use Pilled/Foxhole. Still got to see about Kick. Frank says he is on Kick now, and I've mentioned how it's, I don't know what episode I mentioned it in, but on the how did it go? On the laptop, it had the same thing Rumble did with the animated emojis you can't turn off, but it didn't do that on the phone. So I still have to mess with that a bit. Frank hasn't been doing a lot of live shows this week. But yeah, Facebook, yeah, like you because that would be the only thing I post on Facebook. I don't post anything else. I might talk at people on Messenger, but I'm not active there. Oh, can't do that. John Rogers is saying, I think Rumble charges 100 a month to stream. They can suck me off for 100 a month. That is 100% out. I mean, it was out with the emoji thing, so of course that was not going to happen. Sorry, I'm clicking this pen. I'll try to stop. So yeah, I mean, everything again, it's good to go on YouTube, but do need to branch out because that's a smart thing. And let's just see if the yesterday video, it's still up. It's still there. Balcony chat 12/27/24 exclamation point. I think it's going to be okay. Good. I was watching, I'm like, if I watch it now, I got to hurry up and watch it. It's like 1:30. I got to count down the hours. Like you give birth and your baby doesn't even live for a day. Of course, having a child's more serious, but I don't have children. I have a YouTube account. Jenna, what a ripoff. Yeah, okay, if I'm paying $100 a month, they need to shut that emoji shit off on my screen and for my viewers. Oh, Patrick, that's nice. I use Rumble and leave money on some sites. That's nice of you. Yeah, that's just like the percent of the cut. I remember back when Frank did have super chats before 2020. That's where I learned that Google gets 30%, and in light of what they're doing and the fact that I like pay them to see videos on my dad's channel, they don't need me to work for them. They need to work for me. Oh, that's, yeah, stop. Leave the pen out. Well, I hope everybody's having a good Saturday. Let me see. Yeah, so again, there is going to be a Spookies sequel coming out. We first heard that Frank's dad was, well, Frank heard there was going to be a remake, and then a couple months later, his dad was there in the studio, and yes, they are doing a remake. They have reached out to him, but that's all we know. So, like, I assume he's going to be in it, making some kind of cameo or playing another part. So, 2 years from now, look out for Spookies 2. Hell yeah, I can't. I would flip. I'd wear like my Quite Frankly merch and go to see it. And of course, I'd have to review it for the channel. Oh, Patrick, thank you. Said I'd like to donate to you. Yeah, so far I've got the Venmo. I just got to see about PayPal and Buy Me Coffee. And any of the other ones. I'll look around. I'm just gonna do like a search for. I don't know how I'll search it, but I'll find it. Oh, Brenda, glad you made it. Saying, hey, they're having a good day and a nice little fire. All right, arson. No. And also, Frank does not use handguns because his hands are too big. He is 9 feet tall, so he's about 6, 7, 8, almost 4 feet taller than me. So, like, if I can hold a handgun, fine. I'm sure it's a wreck for him, especially if it has like a trigger guard. So he just doesn't. Yeah, pyro, exactly. Brenda, Facebook banned me in 2020, I think. Those bastards. I put a meme up on Facebook back in like 2015 and then jump ahead to like 20, I don't know, 22. They're like, oh, we didn't like this thing that you put up, so we took it down. And it was just, remember like the ice bucket challenge? But this was just take the plastic bag challenge. So it was like a lady in sunglasses and like a white plastic bag around her face. It was funny back then. You guys don't like it now, but whatever. It's Facebook. I don't care. Speaking of being a pyro, I don't know if I told you this story once, but I went over to my friend's house who lived in town. It's like my best friend's brother. I grew up with them, so we go over to their house, and they're kicking it in the backyard, just drinking and smoking. It's in town, and so they're kind of off to the side, but more towards the center of the backyard. They had a little bonfire going, and that's where like the kids were. So they're like 7, 8, like not teenagers, but older. And they're like piling more stuff on and piling more stuff on. I'm like, hey, go bring more stuff out, because it wasn't my house. I couldn't go in there, so I could just like order them around. Like not like that. I wasn't being mean about it. It was I was making it fun because it was fun. Like get more stuff, just trash to burn. So they're bringing more stuff out. The flames are going higher. I can't see anything outside of the fire. Like, hey, Nikki, come over here. I'm like, yeah, walk over, smoke pot. Okay, then I'm back over with the kids, like burning stuff up. It's like, how old was I? That was like 2016. Like, I'm an adult. It's safe. We weren't, like close enough to the house where it would have burned down. And I don't know if the neighbors didn't call the cops. I guess they were totally cool with it because we're just in the middle of the city at night. You just, I guess it's not arson if there's not property damage. Just like we were being safe about it. I wasn't going to let the kids start like flowing, flinging stuff around. I was just smoking pot. I wasn't out of it. I had to drive, so I wasn't gonna get wrecked. Oh, Patrick said I'll check out Venmo. The only thing with Venmo is, I'll warn you now, and I was looking today, it does not have dark mode. So I apologize. Brenda, yes, because I lost touch with so many. Yeah. And then it's spyware. That's why since I had to start looking at it again to remember things for chat room stories, I like unless it's something of involving something local, I really don't post. So like months can go by. It's not a place to feed. I don't want to add to it because it is just full of AI images and bots. And it's not the place it was in 2015, 2016. But like as far as like they were saying uploading videos, it is a possibility. So I will keep that in mind. Can't keep all this stuff in one place. Oh, Wally World, yeah, that is true. Venmo is hooked to your bank account, so might not work in the UK. Could be. I mean, like, like check it out, though it might be different for folks in other countries. It does say it can accept multiple payment methods. I can't be depositing checks into it. I don't receive checks, so I can't do that method with it. I believe the law is if you're going to have an open flame, it needs to have a grate over it as if you were grilling. But then nobody called the cops. It was fine. I guess they're just used to that. And then, yeah, I am live. I'm live whenever Frank is not live through the week at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, Monday through Friday. If Frank's not on, then I'm doing balcony chat. And I'm always live on Saturday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, no matter what. It can be New Year's Day, it can be my birthday. Doesn't matter. If it's Saturday, I'm live in front of the camera. And then I also do not go to the after hours shows at quite frankly .tv because one, there's no times to show when things start. Even though the content does seem interesting when Frank posted on Discord, there just are not times listed. And then it's got that border around it that's like a lava lamp. And that's just it. It was, hurting my eyes years ago. It hurts I couldn't put up with it now. And I can't use the chat room. It sucks down the battery on my laptop too fast. It's got animations you cannot turn off or nothing. I don't know why the owners of that site hate people with epilepsy and poor eyesight, but they do. And they decided to start a site to say fuck you to those people. And as such, I cannot use it. And it has a hard ass time remembering Nikki M. Carlin, that name. Brenda, get a post office box and the checks will come. Yeah, that's the other thing with the post office box, talking about $100 a month. I looked it up online and it's talking like one of them is like, let's say around $100 for 6 months. But then when I go into the post office to pick up the form, the bitch is like, oh, it's $96 a month. And that's for an even smaller box. I don't have $96 a month for a box. I do need to be able to receive stuff, so it is like I've got the form. It's sitting in the back of my head. I might have to knuckle down and get it because I said I would. Um, and then it's like the size of the box. I can't get the super smallest size because what if somebody wants to send me something a little bit bigger? So it's the like I would post the dimensions so nobody's like sending me huge things. Gotta get that done too. I'd like that done before my birthday. I don't know why everything is so hard. Okay. Those are my notes from the 26th, basically. I know I didn't have PayPal, but when I heard China bought it, I stopped using it. But then you still get emails from it because you never really lose an account. So I'm sure if I just go there, I can kick it back up again. Brenda, even stamps, it's crazy. It's just, it should not. And if you buy it and you have to buy it for 6 months. You can't buy it for 3 months because then they automatically charge you for 6 months. So you're stuck paying for 6 months of it. But it was just like a little over like $100, $200. But then to hear that chick, it was 9 a.m. I'm in there picking up the form. So maybe she wasn't awake yet and she told me the wrong amount. There was nobody in there. Patrick, yeah, we'll sort it out. Yeah, we'll sort it. We'll get it all sorted out. Yeah, December 26th, December 26th, 1924 was when Judy Garland made her stage debut at 2.5 years old on vaudeville. And I had gotten up that day and seen a picture of her as a child. It was like, I know that picture. Scroll down, it gave me that information. It just blew me away because I know that event happened. I've heard about that event so much, but then to actually like, no, here's the month, day, year it happened, and we know the rest. So that was it was weird to like come all the way back to what started everything. Jenna, keeps your address private. Yeah, because I don't need people sending things to my apartment just because if somebody has your address, you don't know what they can do with it. So, and it's not, even the, because I do live in an apartment building. So, like, you do just get like a little box. And then if you get something bigger, they set it by your door. I mean, that can be risky. Are your neighbors going to steal it? Like, all my stuff was getting stolen a couple Christmases ago, and I had to have it sent over to John Rogers' house. Oh, Beach Chap, glad you made it. Talking about greetings all from New South Wales, south of Sydney, nearby the escarpment, Australia. Nice. Yeah, Beach Chap's in a whole other place, and so is Patrick, just in wildly different locations and time zones, and have almost sure everybody else is in the United States. I'm just guessing by the way folks talk, not putting anybody on blast. Yeah, I do need to get the, because I know there are people want to send me things. Jenna even sent me a picture of the shirt that she made, and it's got like the quite frankly, pants off Uncle Sam, and it's got like these like all these decals all over it. And I think she said it's a small, so I know it'll fit me. And it's a V-neck. I like V-necks. Everybody looks good in a V-neck. That's what I gotta do. I gotta buy V-neck shirts. Let me write that down. V-neck. Oh, phone's making noise. What happened? Oh my God, thank you. Wow. I got $2 from Wally. Oh my God, thank you very much. It shows me a real name. I'm not gonna read that off, of course. Does it hold on, give me a notification. Just a test from Wally. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, it works. Cool, thank you. Yeah, that's a that's a another thing. Of course, I'm not gonna read off anybody's real name. Just like if and when I do take calls, of course I'm not gonna. If I when I took that first call when Lil Wrong Way called in, I mean I was holding the phone, so like you can't see the front of it. So if you were to call in either like on a proper telephone or even through well, like Discord, Gilded, something like that. Like I'm not trying to like show people your handle or your phone number, your contact information. I'm certainly gonna respect everybody's privacy. I know what it's like. Lone Yukon, glad you made it. Yeah, Canada, Canada, where maple syrup is a currency. You step across the border, you get your plaid and your maple syrup, and somebody tells you to KYS. Oh, yikes, Dandy. Just stepped out front and a big possum ran past my porch. Ah! I wonder if he's a Frankly. Patrick saying Australia and the US speak good pidgin English. Oh, who was the? I want to say Jimmy Dore. I could be wrong, but he's doing stand up and he's talking about people making fun of his accent, but he's an English guy and he's like, "Well, I'm English, so technically you all Americans have the accent." Lone Yukon, don't dox me, bro. Yeah. This guy lives at a 732 Evergreen Terrace in Springfield in a state. They did figure out what state The Simpsons is in. That episode or that movie, goodness gracious, that video is on YouTube. It's like 15, 20 minutes long, and they take all the evidence and like, could it be here? Could it be here? No, it's not here. It's not here. It's not here. And they nailed it. They detective worked it. They got the they nailed it. Okay, that's legit. I don't want to spoil it for you. It's in the United States. There. I don't spoil it too much. Jenna, I love possums. A lot. I do see a lot of posts on Tumblr of like possums. And I don't know if it's just are possums a thing there or am I somehow following people who are Franklies? And I don't know because you don't talk to them the way you talk to people here. So like that's been a mystery to me for years. I'll be chap saying, Dandy, I feel ya. The guard dog used to have was running so quickly for some unknown reasons and knocked me off my feet. Didn't get injured, all good. Yikes. Everybody who has a dog always has like a broken foot or a broken ankle because the dog got in the way. That's one theme I notice with dog owners. I don't know if it's every single one, but it happens enough that I don't like that theme. And I'm prone to sprained ankles. That's the last thing I need. And let me make sure I'm keeping my eye on the battery so it doesn't chime off. and get loud for everybody. Yeah, thanks again, Wally. Thank you very much. I promise not to spend it on crack. Beach at purposely don't buy and use V-neck shirts along with jumpers. Yeah. I just noticed I look good in V-necks, but then like my black shirt V-neck that looks fine, even though it's like an extra large or a large. I need to get like maybe like a medium that's a V-neck, so it's not just like moving around my body for the whole show. I don't know why they look good on me. They do. They look good on Frank. Um, because they're not not like super low cut, like getting like kind of skanky with it. Just a proper V-neck and jumpers. That's just different slang down there. Jumpers are hoodies, but like sweater with the hood, and so like I prefer a zip up. I hate to have to pull it over myself because I wear glasses. Hello, Newcon. Franciscan here. Frankly's are heretics. Mwahahaha. John Rogers. Don't mind possums, but I hate groundhogs. Oh, haven't dealt with groundhogs. I remember one time I lived in another place and I happened to look outside. It was nighttime and I thought there was a cat on the back porch, but I was looking at it more. I'm like, this is one huge ass full sized adult cat. Holy shit, why is it so big and kind of grayish white? And then I saw this big, thick, skinny, hairless tail, and I'm thinking, okay, that's the ugliest cat tail I've ever seen. What the hell happened to this poor critter? And then I got a better look at it, I guess, as my eyes adjusted. Like, holy shit, that is a fucking oh, possum. I'm glad I didn't open the door. Get off of my porch, guy. This was many years ago. Lone Yukon porcupine is good. A little greasy though. Oh, yeah, have not eaten a porcupine. Pork, Porku pine. Wily World, it's squirrels that I can't stand. Those little chittering bastards. John Rogers, they're destructive. Yeah, those little ground critters that are just slow. Can't deal with that. I guess they seem to just come out at night. I mean, like I'm sort of in the city. If I was more like in the country, I'm sure it would be an issue. Like locking your trash can lids and all those precautions. Oh wow, that's kind of scary. Brenda said I saw a coyote this morning walking by on the trail. Thanks. What's up, wild doggo? Stay away from me. I see you there. A ghost or summer shaggy dog. Oh, damn, Beach Chap saying, I get possums running all over the rooftop. Used to think someone else was trying to break into the house, so I grabbed the mobile phone with a flashlight ready. Possum eyes go different colors. Oh, do they? Oh, and I thought they'd be like a cat eyes. Oh, that's scary. Ah, I'm creeped out now. I kind of want to look it up, and I'm kind of afraid to. They just got like trippy. Oh, they got like hypnotoad eyes. Oh, that's creepy. I don't want to see a possum now. I'm scared of them again. The reason possums look freaky, they look like Gina Davis from Beetlejuice when she like did the thing and her whole like face opened up and like her eyeballs and her tongue were in her mouth. That's how possums look. That's why they're freaky. World, I've only seen a coyote once here. We have lots of deer and some foxes. Yeah, like I've seen deer and like every once in a while, like in a great while, I'll see like a bunny rabbit. I might have seen some kind of weird groundhog critter. I don't know what that was. That was a couple years ago. I got to think about that was. It was some critter I never saw before. And my cat's outside. It was Gamer Cat. He was an older guy. He was smart. And he moseys on over to go look. I'm like, don't go over there. You don't know what. And he just wanted to get close and see what it was. And he just came back. It was just, Old guy interested in stuff. Oh, John Rogers, squirrels are chicken of the tree. Nice. Is that fried chicken? Close here. Don't think about it. Oh no, Lone Yukon. We get mountain lions making a comeback up here. Well, I guess better mountain lions than because they're from here. Brenda, I like all the critters, even bugs. Saw a ladybug a couple days ago too. Weird sightings. I remember the last time I saw a hummingbird. I think I was hanging out with Mittens when he was still with us. It's like, oh my God, look at that hummingbird. And Pete didn't care. Oh no, Dandy, I had a mink in my pond a couple years ago. Ate all my fish. That bastard. I should have turned you into a coat. Jen, in my backyard, I have deer, fox, squirrels, raccoons, possums. Oh no! Jenna, I almost called squirrels speed bumps. Oof. Yeah, it happens around here. I just roadkill just in town. It's like squirrels and sometimes skunks. It's like I'm not driving down this road for a couple days. Well, they were able to come to call them tree rats. Yeah. Well, like here we have brown squirrels, but then you go to Norwalk, they got those. Everybody said they're like these mean black squirrels. They're like a little bit smaller too. I haven't been in Norwalk in a minute. Something else I've changed on the channel. I don't know if it's gonna show for you guys. Lone Yukon flat rat, yeah. It lets you decide what category to put your videos in, and this whole time I've been marking my videos as people and blogs. But the more I think about it, I'm not a people and I'm not a blog. I'm an entertainer. So from now on, starting with this show, I'm going to mark them all down as entertainment. Pardon any sync issues. Gonna get this on the charger before I forget. So I don't know if that's gonna make my videos have more reach or less reach, but again, I haven't been a people in so long. I don't know what that is, but I've been an entertainer for longer than I've known you guys, so let me go with that. Dandy, yeah, talking about yes, Norwalk has a lot of black ones, black squirrels. I have some here in Cleveland too. He didn't say squirrels, I did. Lone Yukon, are you not entertained? Slap around Joaquin Phoenix. No. He's fine by me. I like him in Quills. I like him as Arthur Fleck. Brenda, yeah, squirrels used to be common pets in the US and they seem trainable. I'm not a gerbils fan. Yeah, you can train a squirrel. Just don't put it on the internet or people come along and unalive it. Gerbils are weird because they get out. How am I gonna like chase it to get it back in the container? That's just more work for me. I don't like a critter that like I don't understand like dogs because they don't purr. If something doesn't purr, I don't know if it likes me or not. So I don't know how to act with it. I'm just completely like I like animals just fine, but I wish I could like vibe with them more the way I get cats. Oh, and I mentioned this sometime maybe this week, but I probably had the website wrong. But Frank showed us a website that plays radio from all over the globe. It is, I checked it, radio.garden. It's That's all you type in. No www, no http, nothing. Just radio.garden. It finds it. So that's the one. It just gives you like little dots all over the planet, and you can tap any single. Like I was gonna mess with it on my phone, but I didn't want to start playing something and copyright. I've got enough issues right now. So, but yeah, that's a real thing. Frank showed it to us years ago. It's so cool. And I'm not a person that does listen to the radio, but like it's fun to like tap around to just hear different type of songs that I would not listen to. Wally World, definitely. R.I.P. Peanut the Squirrel, and was it Fred the Raccoon? That is not cool. Wait, what was Lemmy Winks? Was he a gerbil? Hamster? Something like that? Lemmy Winks, no! That's the one thing I was a little bit mad about. Instead of completely taking down my video, like take it down until I have like, like, hey, you've got 72 hours to edit out, this section and this section, whatever pissed them off. Don't just like take it away completely. And then even then I can understand, like, okay, take it down until I can edit it. And like let me put it back up. Like even if it can't be monetized, even if they're so butthurt about it, even though nobody can tell what I said, like at least put it back up for other people to watch. That's all it is. I'm not up on a soapbox trying to tell people how to what to do with themselves. So it's not about that. That's not, this channel is not that serious about those kind of things. But it's like when a movie's released and certain countries just don't like a few things about it, so that movie cannot be shown in that country at all. It's the same thing. It's stupid. Just give them the chance to make it acceptable for the children, and we can all go on our way. Gerbil, Scott Aaron. Yeah, thank you. Glad you made it. And then I noticed that my video for the 27th, it was like 2 hours, 10 minutes long. But then as I checked later on in the day, it became like 2 hours and 9 minutes long and some seconds. And then I watch it back. And like, I think they did this on, they like cut me off at the end. I like my till next time. I don't even know if that got in there. They like cut me off. I noticed that. My videos don't shorten themselves on their own. That one did. The first time ever. Oh, beach chap, I saw a fox going towards the creek nearby the beach when I went for a walk on the cycleway. Ooh, foxes. See, we don't have foxes, and apparently they're like, it sounds like they're all over the place in the UK. Like, is it cute to see them, or do you just see them like, ah, fuck, it's another one of these things. Get away from my trash. It's, we don't have that here. And then I didn't realize this. Then you find out that like the UK kind of hunted all the big dangerous stuff. So they don't have, like cocaine bears and big critters like, we have here. It's like foxes and little stuff and like the newly arrived. Oh, Yukon, that's not how censorship works, Nikki. Yeah. They just got to take down the whole episode because they're just throwing a tantrum, kicking and screaming and crying on the floor because they couldn't get the toy they wanted. I heard a word I don't like. Where? It lets me know they're afraid of me. Don't give me that power. Okay, that's not cool. Low Yukon saying foxes eat our pet cats here. Oh no, they're Haitian. Yeah, Jenna, I feel the same way. I didn't like foxes around my house when I had a small dog. Yeah, that would make me nervous AF. Like, do I gotta start taking like pot shots at you things? How'd they make my video shorter? Oh, Patrick, loads of foxes around here, pretty safe in reality. All right, like they know to stay away from people. I worked with a guy who he had gotten into it was like his buddy was driving, he was in the passenger seat, might have been at night, but they hit a deer. Both the guys were okay, like the car is basically okay, but then my buddy, I guess he had gotten like it just hit him just right, I don't know, in the head, that he had developed Bell's palsy. So like he was always a happy guy. Then one day I just walked into work and I saw a profile and he looked mad. And he's this kind of person you never see mad. So it's like something serious must have happened for this guy to be pissed off. But then I kind of like look at him and it was just half of his face. And I didn't want to be rude. And he just explained what happened, and like his girlfriend had her grandmother had Bell's palsy, so when he got it, she knew what was going on, so they knew what to do with him. But he was, it ended up being okay. So that kind of freaked me out as far as deer goes. And I was driving at night one time. I was driving north on 60, and there was like I was driving slow enough, and like I had my headlights on, of course, and this deer was like crossing the road slowly. It's kind of country out that way. And I'm like, wow, that's creepy, even though I had plenty of time to see. Like, there was no risk of having an accident. It was just there on the road. Like, that's creepy as hell. I don't want, like, I've never been up that road again. Uh, really nothing in that town. But, that was freaky. And then actually in this town, I've been out, like, say early in the morning, and there's like a field out there, and it's like, holy shit, that's a fucking deer. Wow, hi Bambi. It's like I want to stop and take a picture, but I got places to be. Jenna is asking Patrick, what did he think of the chat Friday night? Lone Yukon. In the Yukon, our foxes are huge. Same small coyotes. Ooh, like more scaled up critters. Oh, and then Patrick saying, Jenna, you looked after me well. Much appreciated. That's good. Oh, beach app. It depends on the species of fox. The red foxes and the Arctic foxes don't usually cause too much hassle. Oh, okay. There's like chill foxes, and then there's like a-hole foxes. That's cool. Hey, was there a drug deal going on in the chat room last time that I missed? I got 5 on it. Yeah, so basically, this is as close as I've gotten to Hollywood being on YouTube. And by Hollywood, I mean you have to go along with the, like the big fake picture. They are a painting of the world, or you don't get to work in that town. Same thing. I get it. I get it. It's okay. It's like literally one topic that we never really touch on. So it's not like they're getting on me about like language or anything that sounds racist or any of my sewer slidle talk. So I'm glad all of that's okay to talk about. Lone Yukon. I live in the Indian village. All of our foxes are a-holes. LOL. That sucks. Pardon me, my nose is just a little bit drippy. I was wondering why I felt so warm. I forgot that today was like warmer out. Instead of being, say, like 5 degrees Celsius, it was 14. Is my heat off? Yeah, it's basically off. Okay, yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot that they go to that Dabu channel that's on YouTube after I'm on. That's not Jenna saying that Patrick was gracious enough to check out Dabu Friday night. That's cool. Yeah, like I said, it's a very focused show and chat room. Like whatever dude's talking about, they're dissecting every little part of the article. So like you will get like he puts an article up there and everything gets addressed. So they really do analyze what's being presented to them. So there really isn't time to have like a side chat while they're doing that. I mean, I was just there once. I wasn't trying to like, like, yeah, give me enough time. I can get a feel for the room and like kind of influence it a bit. But I was just there the one time, just observing. Patrick said, Jenna fell asleep halfway through. Oh, it happens. Because I used to do my show and watch it right afterwards. Most of the time I fell asleep like halfway through it, so I'd have to like wake up, watch it again in the morning. I didn't want to give my channel, my show 2 views, so I just watch it the once. I even took some screenshots of the like because my views were like going up and then more up, and then you know what happened with the Thursday episode. I had to screenshot it because I wanted to, in case they want to like take away the views for the channel, or because that video had gotten like 90 views when I saw it. Just took a peek at it around 5 p.m. So that's almost 100 views that I the channel would see if they're gonna cut me down like views wise, and that's gonna put me farther away from like hitting the goals YouTube has like monetization and all that. That's why I started the super chat thing now. I'm not gonna wait for them to say I can have super chats at 500 subscribers, because even then I'll tell you then what I'm telling you now. Don't pay Google. I'll put another link in the description all the time for you guys to use instead. They get enough money. YouTube's going to be here long after I'm dead. So they're doing fine. They don't need a penny. I can't believe my last show is still up. There's the views from it. At 21 views at 8 p.m. December 26th. It really existed. And it is still there. I looked. If I scroll all the way down to like my live shows, it's sitting there, and it's got this big angry oh no, is it gone? Did they take it away because I peeled it? It's fine, it's fine. But it was like instead of like saying copyright, you get this red, maybe an X, and policy violation, and they think it's so cute to see them with like their puffed up chest and think they're so serious, and I just cannot take that seriously. Like, okay. It's fine. Lone Yukon YouTube takes half, I think. Like last I knew it was 30%, but then that was back in maybe 2020 when I got that information. I'd have to look it up again. I know that as far as membership videos go, it did say the creator gets 60%. I used to know this. And by used to know this is something I signed up for 2 months ago. I've forgotten. Oh no, I know how I can find this. I can go to YT Studio and then go to earn, and then when it decides to load in, not supers, membership. Yeah, here we go. Memberships. The creator receives 70%. Google gets 30% for membership. So when I get those Gray Still Plays videos, he only gets like I figured it out like $1.57, something like that. It doesn't even say with super chats. It doesn't even say like what percentage Google gets or nothing. It's just like super chat, super stickers, which I won't. If that's an option, I'll turn that off because those are animated. And super thanks. I don't know what super thanks is. I've never heard of that. But I am still up at 207 subscribers, so thank you for that. It feels like 500. Yeah, Lone Yukon, it feels that might as well be half. Beach Yap, yeah, the Arctic foxes are usually around the South Pole, Antarctic areas, so okay. Jenny, yeah, it is 70-30, it seems to be. I'm sure I could Google it, or a lot of stuff with YouTube, it's like tap here for more information, and it takes you to another site, and they just kind of bust down how their policies work. So when I'm closer to that, I would look it up. But a lot of places do. Like J is for Justice did this. A lot of places do this. They're like, hey, don't super chat. I've got links here and all these other places. If you want to donate here. That way the creator gets all of the. So it is easy to do it because it's just right there on the screen. But you will have to remind people, please don't. Pay the creator, not the monster. BChap, I usually just go into channels which turn up on YouTube video main page recommendations. So far, Dabu Hasn't arrived yet, so most likely not going to bother. That's fair. That's fair. Yeah. It's like, well, I'm not getting a notification for it. I'm not seeing it recommended. Not even when you watch a random ass video and you scroll down through all of the stuff that's slightly related to it. I don't know about you, but all my recommendations, if I scroll down long enough or if I scroll to the side far enough, it's nothing but Gray Still Plays and membership videos. That's what I want to know. Like YouTube bust down like which channels I watch the most. I want to know how many hours I spend on Gray. I want to know how many hours I spend on Quite Frankly. I want to know how many hours I spend on my own channel. Those are basically the three channels I watch the most. I keep up with those three channels. Okay, Jenna's saying YouTube typically takes around 30% of each donation made through features like Super Chat, meaning the creator receives the remaining 70% of the donated amount. That was taken from Google. Yeah, thank you. Like, good detective work. Thank you. Yeah, I figured it was something like that. Yeah, Google is doing fine. They don't need a penny. When they got people paying for they had an ad on YouTube, get YouTube Premium for 2 months for free, cancel anytime, terms apply. So okay, yeah, that does sound interesting on the one hand, but on the other hand, one, how hard is it to cancel, which is the first question you should ask about anything, and two, that's not going to stop all ads, because what a lot of videos like bigger channels have are sponsorships. So you can either sit through those or fast forward through them like I do. YouTube's not going to take those out for you. You still have to like reach over, pick up the remote. You might have to look at it if you don't have the buttons memorized. Then you have to touch the button. That's like 4 steps right there. Nobody's going to do that. Or another thing I saw, I looked up spookies on YouTube after I found it on Tubi. They've got it on YouTube, and it even, you scroll down, and then it says like watch with membership. You can suck me off with the membership. No, I'm not going to pay you to watch a movie I can watch on Tubi for free right now, and I'm pretty sure it's not going away at the end of the month, so you can watch it next month too. Oh no, Jenna's saying Dabu will never be recommended a recommended channel on YouTube. He is shadow banned. Oh, we know what that's like. We know another guy that happened to. Oh, speaking of another guy, I was just looking around on Instagram, Frank's Instagram, and I want to say the last thing he posted was the bit from his December 23rd show, and the family's there. And the clip, I think Frank says like, "How should we entertain the audience?" to his daughter, and she's, "I hate this show." It's like, wow, they got that right out of the chat room, huh? That was so funny. It's like I say, just like being a Game of Thrones fan or a Walking Dead fan. You see, like the people talking the most shit about those shows started out liking them. Oh, Brenda, my eyes have been getting better, and reading isn't as hard on my head. I have always preferred books since second grade, so I am weaning from screens. That's good. That is so good. What I hate when I was reading the last book I was reading, I kept looking up in the corner of it for the time as if it was my phone. So I've got the book, and like there's like the page numbers are up in the top corner too. But if I'm looked down here at the bottom of the page and I want to know what time it was, I was looking up at the top. Like the internet has ruined me. And then I worry about like, oh, do I need to put my book on the charger? Wait, this isn't a Kindle. I don't have to do that. It's just yeah, modern times. She just, and I'm not a huge like when I read, it's audio books, so I'm just listening. However, I do like when they do this. I believe Jane Eyre does this. It's the audiobook, but they also have the words on the screen, so you can, because like some of the like words or names are just weird, so you want to see them written down. I like having that option, so that is a thing. Oh, I bitch slapped Satan. Glad you made it, Patrick. Yeah, Brave's good. No adverts. Damn straight. Jenna saying, yeah, use Brave too. Nice. I'm on Brave right now for the chat room screen. Oh, I bitch slap Satan. Still listening, watching two shows. LOL. That's cool. Brenda, I've been doing Yandex for fun. What is Yandex? Jenna, talented Satan, LOL. It makes me think of the word yandere. Yandere. I'm sure I'm saying it wrong. It's some like psycho Japanese girl. I know it's not the same thing. Yes, I think the red light therapy is working. Brenda's saying that's cool. Try this. Try. Let me grab it. Hi. I'm sure quitting my last job helped, but even if I was still there, cultivate, elevate. This is the pearl powder capsules. They have loose powder, they have pills. If you go to order pills, sometimes they sell you powder and you got to make your own pills like I've been doing, but I digress. The shit works. I got it because they said it was for a few things. I like skin, but it's for your eyes and it was for insomnia. And at the time I had hella insomnia. It was so bad it was making me crazy. But I was expecting that because I get insomnia when my weight gets below a certain amount. And I'm like 99 pounds now. Within like at least 2 weeks, week and a half, I noticed a difference. My insomnia went away. Now I don't like it. I got used to my brain having those extra thoughts. I missed the way my brain was before I was taking these pills, but I took them for a while. My eyes got better. I tried to stop taking it to get my brain to work the way it was before. Like it took like about a month and a half I was off of it and it was still not out of my system. And then I realized I had to keep taking it to get my eyes to continue to heal. So now I have to take it for life. But it does help with my vision. If I go back to where I was in February when I was still at the job, it was so much worse. And it's just, I mean, you can take 2 pills a day. I just take one because the stuff's in my system. It has no taste, it has no smell. They on the side he says to take it in the evening because it can make you sleepy. But what I notice what I've been doing is because I pass out, I don't go to bed, I just pass out with everything on. So I've been waking up at like 6:30. I'll take my little pearl powder pill, but then I can't get back to sleep. So then I just get up at 9 o'clock, 8:30 anyway. So I don't know. I don't think it makes me sleepy, and if it does, I don't know because like waking up for me, finger quotes drink, is a 300 milligram caffeine pill, and then I also take the Cultivate Elevate Dragon's Blood for inflammation because I've got a bad back. It helps with that too. And I noticed when I went off of it, so I got back on it. I just take one a day to make it last. But that stuff honest to God works. Cultivate Elevates run by a site or run by a guy called Matt Copper. He's a Capricorn. That's not his real name. That's the name I gave him. So it might as well be his real name. The stuff works, but when you go to order it and they screw it up, I honestly should have made them send me like the empty pills so I could fill it up myself. Because they sent me the loose powder. It was 99 bucks. I wanted like the container of pills for $38. So like yeah, it was a mistake in my favor, but it's also more work for me. So there I am taking about 14 little capsules and packing them up and making sure it's the right amount and just it works though. It works. I'm gonna have to take it for the rest of my life. it works. I wish I could have my insomnia brain back in a way, but I need it to see, I need it for work, and the internet comes first. Jenna, you've got to open up your pearl powder. It's great. And they say you can like mix it in food. You can use it like as your toothpaste and all kinds of stuff like that. Jenna said, when I see IBBS, I think irritable bowel syndrome. LOL. BChap, the YouTube main page recommendations, also known as YouTube Home. Yeah. I bet slap Satan, you get the same red light from a live fire. Brenda's saying, that's so awesome to hear. I saw watching fire makes you feel safer and more confident. I like seeing fire. I don't, perch your eyes to look at it. I'm not like lighting a candle and staring into it, but like just something about fire, and maybe it's just the fact that you're, as a human, you're controlling something that should not be controlled. It gives you like maybe a feeling of superiority. But then there's like heat, so you feel safe because humans want heat and food and sex. So we want to be by fire. We're attracted to light. Brenda, I love watching fire, lava coals. I like watching lava lamps. Jenna, I bought a beeswax candle with a coconut wick for sun gazing, recommended from Matt. Which Matt? Matt Copper, Matt McCat, Morning Sickness Matt, Moonlit Matt. Do we have more Matts? That's like what, 4? Brenda, Sleep Like a Viking on YouTube. Oh, is that a website? Or not a website, but a channel? Just some dude in full garb. Matt Copper, Jenna saying, oh, cool. A dude in full like Viking, garb, shield and everything, but he's asleep. Patrick saying, I use black seed oil in winter months. You guys have recommended black seed oil before. Oh, I bitch slap Satan. Now that's why it's so easy to fall asleep by the fire. Okay. Never fallen asleep by an open fire. No. BChap, when viewing episodes of TV shows or watching movies, a lot of data gets used up pretty quickly. Oh, I bet slap Satan. D3 and K2 with magnesium. I gotta check what my D3 K2 is. BChap can judge distances, but whenever anything else moves or someone else is walking, can't judge distances. Not sure why it's that way. The doctor said there's too much gel or something. It's like, yeah, whoa, all this extra movement, something needs to chill the fuck out for a minute, one at a time. Oh, I bet you up, Satan. We do black seed oil too. A teaspoon a day. All right. I bet slap Satan. Fire way crazy. Fire is way crazier than me. No shit. You guys eat with you eat with copper spoons. Jenny, yeah, not silver. Have your ice cream on with a silver spoon. Your strawberry ice cream with the silver spoon. I think that's how the line goes. Oh, I bet you slap Satan. Dr. Eric Berg, Berg, on YouTube. Pretty smart guy. Even that name sounds familiar. I think you guys might have brought him up before. It's probably still there, but let me just check to make sure yesterday's episode. Yeah, there it is. It's fine. It's fine. Okay. Like, if you take away my video, does it take away the time watched for YouTube that day? I just wonder how everything else will behave in a couple. We'll see. I hope just by appealing it, I don't get in trouble just by like asking for them to look at it because that's my experience. You ask for help and that's as bad as it's almost like you get punished for asking for help. So that's like what I'm kind of worried about, but it'll be fine. It's only the one instance, so we're good. Oh, Jenna says love Berg and Barry. I bet Satan says Barry too. Berry, not Bury. It's not a say a mortician who takes you along on his day. Okay, now they're gonna dig the hole. When I worked at the gas station, there was this guy that came in, and I think I like if I had an opportunity to card somebody, I would like even if they like obviously were old enough, just kind of in a flirty way, just to find out their birthday, I would card people. I want to say this guy was a Gemini, always smiling. I don't know, middle-aged guy, like 30s. And so one day I just asked him, I was like, damn, you're always in such a good mood. And what do you do for a living? Where do you work? It's like, I'm a mortician. Like, it's like, yeah, you should get into that line of work. You'd like it. It's like, I don't like bad smells. I couldn't do it. Like, I understand it's like, your customers are not going to be arguing with you, things like that. But one, bad smells, two, I can't be around people crying. So jump ahead about 15 years. I'm at one of the many funerals I went to at the beginning of 2013 because people in my real life family were dying like every month, like January, February, March. And then one got sick in April and we were at his funeral in like June. But so there I was at this place in town. I was there before when my best friend at the time, dad's died. And I'm looking at this guy, of course he's older, a little bit more gray hair, but I'm like thinking like that's that dude. And it was like not the right time to walk up to him. Oh my God, do you remember me from the gas station? And I was fatter because like I was bigger than I was like saying extra large back then, and then 2013 I was like this size now. Like it's not the right time, girl. Calm down. So I didn't say anything. But yeah, it's like I'm glad you still have a job. Good work. Wally World said we use the black seeds to sprinkle on salads and some dishes like fish. Oh, like the black it's just black seeds or like black sesame seeds. Patrick, I think I got seed oil from Indians, so a lot of Indian shops near me. Is it like how like you go to like the little specialty shops and the prices are better? They got more niche things. I bet up Satan said, sorry, Nikki, went through a decade of death with your fam. Oh, Rocky Road for sure. Hang in there, sending love. Yeah, I think it's okay. It was that long ago. It was how it started out. It was like the end of December, and I had been up in Cleveland to go see what was it, Hitchcock? Anthony Hopkins playing Hitchcock, and it was at the same theater I saw Quills in, so it was all the way up there, snow everywhere. And I thought about visiting my cousin in the hospital, but then I thought about like I don't want my outside germs getting in there and him getting sick. And like within a week he had passed away because he was on a ventilator and the lady pulled like the tube out of his throat. He had a panic attack. Now I know that if you have a panic attack, you give a person Xanax. But a air quotes professional did not know that, and my cousin died. He was 29 years old. And I forget exactly what was wrong with him. He'd got some kind of degenerative disease. That, your 29-year-old should not die. Something just happened to us. It was 2013 again. But so that sucks. So that's, we were there for the funeral. And then February, my other cousin passed away. She was like just about like around 10 years older than me. And like she was like she'd gotten married about 5 years earlier, but then 4 years earlier she'd started getting sick. And again, I don't recall exactly what was wrong with her, but in and out of the hospital. And she was a teacher, And that there we were at her funeral, and like her husband's there. They didn't have kids because she was too sick. Her husband's there crying, and she was like her parents' only child, so they got hit hard. I heard that after she passed away, they both went up to the funeral, not the funeral, went to like see her gravesite every single day. So like they went through it. And what messes me up about her, I only spoke to her once, the day that I decided to start learning keyboard. I'm sure I told this story, back in June or something, but I can rehash it now. She was like, I was outside because there was this little man-made lake, and she came outside and was like talking to me like I mattered. I'd never had like an adult, like I was about 18 at the time, so I never had like an adult speak to me like I was an adult. And that always stuck out to me. And then jump ahead 13 years later, and we're at her funeral. And I know my cousin, my first cousin, the guy who passed in January that year, he's a Capricorn. Was she a Capricorn too? I don't know about that. And then my aunt passed away. I didn't have like I had one grandmother on one side, the other one had passed away like, decades before I was born. So when this lady died, it kind of felt like my other grandma died. And I could not even walk into the funeral home. Like I took maybe 3 steps in, and her sons were there crying. And like you can't see men cry. It's too hard. I did a 180. I went back. I sat down in the car and just listened to Lady Gaga. I'm like, nope, can't do it. I was like, well, let me try again. Let me try again. Nope, nope. Sitting in the car, listening to music. Nope, can't do it. And then in April, I heard that my uncle was sick, and I never really liked him. And then there was June, and we're at his, wake. So, like, yeah, that was a lot. And it's all in the beginning of 2013. So it got to be like it's, do I have, it felt like I had a funeral uniform because I noticed I was wearing like the same jeans and the same shirt for like 2 of them. It's like I got to wear something else or people are going to think I don't know, enjoying this. Like I picked out an outfit for it. It was morbid. And then he was a Libra. My aunt was, oh goodness, I'm not sure. She might have been a Cancer. That's something I don't think I ever really knew. Patrick, most little shops are owned by Indians in England. I'm sorry. Oh, Wally, yeah, yeah, the black seeds are about the size of sesame seeds. Okay, that's cool. Right, that's right. It was scary. It's kind of like, okay, what's going to happen next month? What's going to happen next month? Then you hear about something in April. It's like, oh no, let me get on my funeral uniform. But then a couple months later, and there we were. And just, yeah. And it was all different things. It's not like they all got sick of on something and passed. It was just for different reasons. They were different ages. I don't have anybody to ask to get any details about it, so that's just where it sits. So they're okay. They're okay. They're at their reward. Oh, I bitch slapped Satan. Thymo, uh, thymoquinone, omega 369, immunity support, antioxidant, cardiovascular health, joint and comfort, mobility, order. Okay, that's a new one on me. Uh, Beach app saying it's starting to get like that inside here in Australia. The people who are originally from India are buying out heaps of fuel stations, smaller shops, and the Chinese are buying out the takeaway. I hate you. You will never find a plastic bag tied tighter than if you get Chinese takeaway food or to go, whatever country you're in. Use different terminology. It's tied so tight. You've never seen I didn't know plastic could tie that tight without breaking. Ancient Chinese secret. They figured it out. But it's any Chinese place I go to, it's the tightest. And I'm stubborn enough. I'm trying to like pull out the knot, save the bag. Beach app. Not sure where they get the money though. Kind of got my suspicions. Patrick, lots of East European shops here now. Oh, I bet slap Satan. Damn, you walk 2 to 5 miles a day. Yeah, you can't pronounce it either. Yeah, I'd have to Thymo Queenan Queenon Thymoquinone. 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 That sounds American. I bet slap Satan. Yeah, ancient Chinese knot exactly. Like the Chinese finger traps, but it's a plastic bag with your food inside. Because I check it. I'm not dumb. I know they don't know what they're doing at half the stores. They're not paying attention. So always check your order. Check your order with Cultivate Elevate. Check your order at McDonald's and everything in between. When I did reach out to Cultivate Elevate, they did get back to me really quick. So they're good up at responding to incidents. So they didn't leave me hanging. Oh, Wally World, they have banned plastic bags in my area, and we have to pay for paper bags. What? That's it. I'm bringing my own, and I'm not that type. The thing with people who have like their own bags that they, like instead of using plastic or paper, those people never wash those bags. So the one of the last places I worked at in a store where I had to like interact with customers and touch products, if they brought one of those in, first of all they stink because they've been sitting in their trunk the entire time because they're not going to take them out to wash them. So what I would do, like, I'll ring it up, I'm going to give it back to you to put in that bag because I'm not touching that bag unless you give me a glove to wear. Not one from this store, one from your house. Like, I'm not touching this. It stinks. I don't know where it's been. I don't know where you've been. And the store I'm shopping at, if you're that worried about money, just buy your products at Walmart. Jenna, I heard California is dropping insurance on all condos. Like dropping the price or completely like you can't get insurance on them anymore. Beach Happy, yeah, please change the subject. Yeah, let's talk about something else. Yeah, insurance is a scam. Good. I bet Satan is saying. Yeah, I know in the Netherlands they will charge you for a plastic bag like 5 cents. So that's when I started bringing my own. I didn't bring my own bag, but that's where I got into the habit of I'll take a book bag out with me, and so I can put like smaller items in there just to like get them into the house because like just carrying it versus putting it on my back, it's easier. So I would go to say Subway and get a couple of subs. They're like, "Do you want a bag?" No, and I just carry them out to the car. I had my bag from last time. I didn't tell them that, and you just put them in the book bag and go. Holy crap, Patrick, there's about 100 shops within a 5 to 10 minute walk from me. Damn. I wonder how close the nearest store is to me, because you gotta, like, because we're in apartments, so you gotta walk out of this area, walk up to the main road, and then there's probably a gas station up the road. Don't know how long it would take me to walk up there. Longer than 10 minutes. I remember hearing that California was going to ban plastic bags. This was maybe 10 or so years ago. I bet slap Satan, no plastic in my town either, paper only. And they close the paper mills around here, wondering where they get the bags from. I bet they're not American. I was wondering about that because Jenna and then Wally World and Arden are in the same state. So I mean, it's a wide state, like what are the odds? But like, I just wondered if they were near each other. But then I don't really know towns in other states. There's like Philadelphia, which is like the farthest, and then Gettysburg and uh I know there's another big town in Pennsylvania, but I can't think of it. I've only ever I want to go to Gettysburg, but because it's really not that far. But I really just drive through it to get to New York, so I haven't been to their Waffle House that I always see advertisements for when I'm driving down 8090. So they're in Chester and Montgomery counties. John Rogers, I saw Friday Goodwill is eliminating plastic bags. How do you take your stuff home that you bought at Goodwill? Do you have to like buy a shirt and put everything in and like tie it up like a hobo bag and put it on your stick? Goodwill always smells like someone could not find the restroom in time and they had to not go number one. Every single Goodwill I've ever been in, I don't know what it is. I've never come across that in another store, but every single Goodwill, like it's policy. I bet you slept Satan 5 miles from the nearest gas station. Damn. Now, this is the type of town where, like, if it was like a major holiday, I'm pretty sure that gas station would be closed. So, like, I think by law, maybe they have to keep a few open. But those are way, way, way south of me, where Route 2. Beach, yep, have to go to the aisle in the supermarket where the dishwashing liquid soaps are to buy Android, use plastic bags nowadays. Paycheck, yeah, they could borrow money from the bank. Yeah, probably, and they're more likely to give loans to people who are newly arrived. Jenny, yeah, bring your own bag. Smells like an armpit. Yeah, it just honestly smells not like somebody walked in there and they just like decided today was not the day to take a bath, or doesn't sound like somebody. It doesn't smell like somebody was gassy. It smells like somebody had a movement somewhere that was not the restroom. I bet stop Satan. Don't return bottles. Make plastic bags. Yeah, I'm pretty like people do have to recycle. I know they turn those bags and or those bottles back into something. They've got to. Yeah, Frank does have that. The premiere in the episode from December 27th. I hope his mom had a good birthday. I don't know where they went out to eat or what they do for the parents' birthdays. So I just checking my description to make sure I'm talking about everything that's in the description. I bet you that's Satan. Yeah, what happened to recycling? Going green, are we? I don't know what's up with recycling. Like, I like the idea of it. I kind of would like to do that, but I kind of don't see how it, but like, I don't see it impact how that helps. Not like there's like less trash in the trash bins out here or less trash on the ground when you're just out and about. Like part of me wishes like don't even look into this if you want to be stressed out, but look into how people have to throw away things in Japan. You can't just have like a big old bag of trash and put it in the bin and they come take it away. There's like this whole detailed intricate schedule like what days you can throw out what items, and if you have something big to throw out, that's a whole issue. Like things stop. Recycle plastic to bring back plastic bags. I bet Slap Satan. What pissed me off, oh, I was so mad about this because I told you about how good I was at my job at Taco Bell when I was a kid. We had paper bags, and so you could put the food in the paper bag and have it look just as nice. when the person had to take the food back out. I was really proud of that. And then they came along with the plastic bag. So you put the food in there, like tacos, anything flips over, they open up. It looks like a sloppy fucking mess, like a bomb went off in the bag. And you hand it to them. And I felt so embarrassed. Oh, that pissed me. I'm still mad about it. And it was like 1999. Damn. And then, like, I go years later and they bring back the paper bags. Like, why didn't you just I'll tell you what, I was working at Taco Bell, and I believe it was September 1999. That's when they came out with chalupas. And back then, they made it with, like, I want to say they make them with white corn now. They used to make them with yellow corn then. They tasted better. I was addicted to those things. I was on, like, hardcore dieting, trying to get down to 130 for, the very first New Year's Day, October 11, 1999. There it was in September, and chalupas were sabotaging me like a motherfucker. I was working two jobs because I was underage. So the first job was just part-time, and then I got done with that, went over to Taco Bell, and just closed. So I got a few more hours there. So when you're closing, there's that food left over, and some stuff you do have to save, but other stuff just gets thrown out. And those, pita bread, once you deep fry it, it's just gonna get soggy for so long. You can't save it for the next day. It's got to go in the trash. Like, dude, it's chalupa time. So, like, I remember going in there once and eating 8 of those suckers, and the girl I was working with is like, "Damn, Nikki, you're gonna be as big as a house." But I had a secret. I was smashing the water back then. I figured out if I drank a liter of water for every chalupa I ate, it would cancel it out. So that's what I did. 8 chalupas, 8 liters of water, stayed the same weight. I was on it. I think that's why I'm such a big water drinker today, because I really got into the habit when I was losing weight back then. I'm not a doctor. I can't tell you what to do, but no, it's fine. I think I'm allowed to say that. Patrick said, I live near the town center, about 10-minute walk. That's nice. It'd be nice to have, like, stores close, not to have those concentration camps that they're trying to build now, but, like, just live in a place where, like, things are nearby. John Rogers, I came across a bag of a story that has closed years ago. Isn't that sad? You find something. No, I remember going there all the time, and when did they close? It was nice while it lasted. Well, I bet that's Satan. So I'm going to answer my own question. They're recycling plastic to make gasoline, and you can too. Just started learning about it. Need to build a stove for this. Lots of educational videos on this. I have heard that that is a thing. Yeah. I've also heard that, like, trannies are, like, boiling down plastic bags because there's some kind of chemical in it, and once they cut off all their body parts, they're just junkies for life, and they'll do absolutely anything. So, like, yeah, turn it into gasoline before they get their hands on it. Beach Chap, the big businesses often produce a high majority of goods in the Asia Pacific region nowadays. Chinese, Thailand factories, Hong Kong, Taiwan, plants in Vietnam and Indonesia. Yeah. I bet slept Satan. Yeah, Taiwan is key. I know in The Walking Dead they were making fuel from corn. The food, not the band. I bet slept Satan. Let them. Where do I drop my bottles off? There's got to be a recycling place. Like, I know in my town we have a junkyard, so if you have, like, scrap and metal and stuff, you can take it there. I don't know if they necessarily recycle there. That's an interesting question. I don't have any idea, because it's not like, because again, our place, it's just like there's random, like big dumpsters. You just chuck everything in there, and they come with the big trash. Jenna, get your water in a glass, Nikki. Yeah, I can't have an open container near the electronics, because if there's a spill, then I have a nervous breakdown, and I panic and have to buy all new equipment. And the whole time I'm doing that, I'm just thinking about eating my service revolver. I don't need to go through that. I need to have a good Capricorn this year, or I won't want to go through Capricorn next year. Speaking of this year, next year, I'll say this real quick because I just figured it out and it's sad. I see. I thought Gamer Cat had passed away in 2022, and then Mittens had passed away in 2023, because I knew it was I could have sworn it was on the 28th of January with Gamer Cat. So I go back in my calendar because I had gotten that phone about like just like on my birthday in 2023. I didn't plan it; it just worked out that way. So what happened was I was wrong. I think my brain was trying to protect me. Gamer Cat passed away in January of 2023, and then Mittens passed away in November of 2023. It makes sense now because I remember my eyes getting worse, my eyes getting better, my eyes getting worse. Yeah, that makes sense now. I'm glad I figured that out right before the show. That's what I needed to be doing. They sell water in a glass. See, that's what I want to know because they don't bring this up on Quite Frankly. When you buy the coffee or you buy the mug, like if you buy the mug, is there coffee in it? They don't say. Like when I got that mug from Grace Still Plays, there wasn't coffee in it, but it comes from England, so I get it. But I'm pretty sure Frank's coffee is American. So do you get like a cup of it, like even like a little like styrofoam cup? It doesn't say. It's not on the website. John Rogers, that is what they put in our gas. Not good for old vehicles. Oh, Moon Bunny, glad you made it. And like, yeah, lots of people have like you got your water bottle with the straw, and that's extra dishes doing for me. I'm not getting and just I'm not doing that. Patrick, wow, we're really lucky here. The tap water is fine enough to drink. Whoa, you can drink the tap water in the Netherlands, but do not drink the tap water in Ireland. I had to dump that out when I got home. I thought I was being so smart. I got spoiled on the Netherlands. And then I get over there. I was just there for like a layover. Oh no. I've heard Scotland has great tap water. Is that true? I know you're not in Scotland, but is that true? Wally World, I buy the QF coffee. Nice. Did it come, was there like a mug or a cup of it? Anything like that? Or is it just a bag of like beans or grounds? I bitch slap Satan. Town water is only good for spraying the corporate townies. Right. Our tap water. Well, I stopped drinking tap water in 2002 because I had gone over to Cedar Point with my boyfriend at the time. And at the time that year, they were kind of insane because they were charging $3 for a bottle of water, a 20-ounce bottle of water, vending machine, $3. Eventually, they dropped it down to $2.50, but $3 for a bottle of water in 2002 is pure insanity. So I had the brilliant idea. Okay, honey, we're going to do this. We'll get a bottle of water, we'll share it, and then we'll just fill it up, with tap water the whole day. Screw you guys. I'll pay my $3 and have a great day. And so that did work, water, like go on a ride, get off, like put the empty bottle, I don't know, in your cargo shorts and just, do that for the entire day. It was great. Got something to eat afterwards, having a great day. I bitch slap Satan said the Netherlands is below sea level, probably great water. It is. It's really good. You don't have to do nothing to it. It's fine. You don't have to boil it or nothing. Patrick, wow, Scotland probably has the best water. I want some Scottish bottled water. Or just a tap water in a bottle. I've heard so much about it for so many years. Oh, Wally World, a mug. No mug, just a bag of coffee. Yeah. Not even like a little styrofoam cup. Come on, man. So anyway, I had a great day at Cedar Point. Beat the machine. I outsmarted them. Haha. Later that night, it was nothing but extra trips to the bathroom. Couldn't run to it fast enough. It couldn't have been the food because I'd eaten there before and they've always been fine. The only thing, different was all of that, mystery water. So ever since then, if I'm drinking tap water, I've boiled it first. If it comes directly out of the faucet, you do something else to it before you put it in your body. I would not drink. And like, I'm not saying, like, we don't have Detroit tap water. It's nothing serious like that, but it's not, it's a little bit too close to the water in Ireland. And maybe it's not all of Ireland. Maybe it's just the airport. I'm not judging like the whole country. I would like to go back. I like Irish people just fine. I might have Irish in my bloodline going back. Don't know. Can't prove it. But yeah, I wouldn't touch the stuff again. It would have to be a, if somebody like lied to me and said it was, clean water, I would drink it. But like if I knew it was tap water, like I'm suddenly not thirsty. Yeah, I need to get some Scottish water and some iron brew. I've got one of those. I bitch slap Satan talking about also. My daughter bought me a life straw. I tried it in a mud puddle. Delish. Wow, I haven't tried it out. That's cool. Oh yeah, Patrick. Yeah, now that you're saying that, I remember hearing that now that saying our water is clean, but a lot of chalk near here, so water is a bit hard. Yeah, I have heard that it is a thing. You have to be mindful of getting the things get calcified. It is something that you have to look out for in the UK. John Rogers, I only use it for coffee. Yeah, because then it's heated up and it's turned into something else. So like the coffee will save you from whatever was in the water, and it's okay. But like drinking something, no. Like I'll drink some orange juice. I've still got eggnog. Like it would be nice to be sitting here drinking eggnog, feeling Christmassy. But if gravity decides to do something with the cup, I get nothing but stress. Gotta get through. Just get through. Just like let me have Capricorn. I have not had a good Capricorn in years. So far, so good, despite what's going on with YouTube and my videos. I just wish it told me exactly what I said, because I just, it was so long ago. I said a lot of stuff. I bet slap Satan doesn't chalk have calcium. Gotta research that. Isn't that what it's called? Like when you have hard water, it's like things are like calcified, and then it gets like that white sort of like residue on things. But there's way to like clean that off and make it stop. Like it's never going to stop, but there's a way to keep it under control. Or like it does. Doesn't it like hard water do weird stuff to your hair? Uh, oh, I didn't even think about that. Does it make it like more like brittle? Wally World said, I have a life straw that I keep in the car, but I've never used it. Yeah, like I say, I got one, but it's just sitting in the pack. I don't know why I got that. Like I go out so much. Is there anything that anything I have touched on you'd like me to go over again? And the got about 11 minutes left here till 9 p.m. Eastern time, because everybody is everywhere. It's so wild. I love when people call in, quite frankly, and they're from some country we've never heard them call in from before. And one time Frank was looking around at but basically the world to see like how many subscribers he had in each country. And at the time it was like just one guy in Italy. The whole country to just one dude. Like, can he call in? We want to hear from him. Or like when the Australians call in, or people will call it like Porno Doug was in the Philippines and he's just calling up like it's nothing, and it's pure daylight there, and he's just in between cutting film. Because I know that must blow Frank's mind. You like more than he lets on. I bet Step Satan, what are your predictions on the election drama? If it's my forte. I know people, I think I've heard two people talking about, I'm just so worried about, is it January 20th, whenever the inauguration is? Why? What are you going to work? What's going to happen to you personally on that day if the things that happen on the news don't make you happy? Are you going to lose your job? Are you going to lose your house? Don't stress out over a TV show. Oh, Crystal Pistol, glad you made it. I have a Life Straw, but never used it either. I also have tablets for water too. You know, I was probably watching a lot of like Ray Still Plays Play in the Long Dark and like getting into like the prepper videos and stuff at the time, so that's probably why I bought it. Oh, Patrick, it's been a really good show tonight, Nikki. We all appreciate you. Yeah, thank you. Thank you guys for showing up 5 days in a row, even though there's only evidence of 4 shows. And I do like the idea of re-uploading my videos somewhere that does have a chat room, so I could say be watching my videos from back in May and June, my live shows, and because I've only seen them once, and to like watch other people seeing them for the first time and actually be in the chat room. Yeah, nobody needs to worry about January 20th unless I have a bad Capricorn. Then everybody should worry. Zombie, is that it? I bitch slap Satan. What's in your head? Lady singer. The Cranberries, wasn't it? If I'm right about that, that'll blow my mind. Uh, if I'm thinking of the same song, yeah, I certainly can't sing it. I don't want to get a copyright violation if I'm in key. I can't remember it that well enough to, but like that's a song that was always on MTV. Like I don't know it personally to sing it back anyway, but just like you just hear something enough times, you see the music video enough. Yeah, the Cranberries, yeah, because like say like the video looked shaky, but what video didn't look shaky in the '90s? Doing kind of a yodel type thing with her voice. Like it wasn't straight singing. She was just doing a little bit something extra with it. Yeah, don't worry about anything in January. I don't under like what could happen so bad that's gonna mess up any I don't understand. Yeah, Irish band Cranberry the Zombies. Patrick is saying yeah. It does like no matter what happens, Frank's still gonna have a show. I'm still gonna have a show. My dad's still gonna have a channel. The sun's still gonna come up. I'm still gonna wake up whether I want to or not. So everything's gonna be the same no matter what happens on the TV. Because they don't want you to be like calm and like anybody who was like enjoying the fact that Trump was elected, they want to make paranoid about inauguration day because the news is not there to make you happy, to make you feel content. It's just there to like piss you off and get you aggravated and distract you from the really important things in your life, like people that you actually know, like people in your phone that you talk to or maybe see on YouTube most of the week. Me too, Jenna. Yeah, I bought a bunch of Mountain House food. Yep, I got some of that. I want to try some of them. I've never had and I've never had food anything like the stuff that Steve 1989 MRE Info has. And every once in a while, he did a review not too long ago, and it was just whatever was in the pack, and just and some Mountain House. I forget the actual meal, but it's like I know that they sell that. It's like, I mean, like they got a bigger play. Like they sell. I bought some at Walmart. I've seen them at stores that are for based people. If you're, picking up your firearms, there's a store that's sort of in between like the town I'm in and Norwalk, like right in between there, and they have weapons, firearms, ammunition, but then they also sell like the hunting jackets, so like the hunter orange and like the camo stuff, and like they got like the food. They probably even have stuff for your animals in case they've got to like hunker down with you. Big ass store. Like fin feather fur, is that what it's called? I don't know if they have a range or not. I was thinking about that. I have not been on the range so long. I want to get back there. And then after I bought this, like Mountain House food, then like jump ahead about a year, and I don't know who was saying it, but they're like, yeah, any of that at MRE type of food doesn't really taste that good. So it's like I want to try it, but I'm a little less excited to try it. But it's food; it can't be bad for you. Oh, cool, Moon Bunny! I just found the perfect roomie. I'll be moving on the first. Possibly, I'll be absent in some chats. That's okay. Yeah, yeah. Get yourself moved over and just lift with your legs, and don't like lift and twist at the same time, and drink plenty of water. That's awesome. I bitch slap Satan. That's not going to happen. Rumor has it they're going to have a 3-day internet blackout. Have you heard? What do you think? Every time they say that's going to happen and it doesn't happen, that's just, oh, no range. John Rogers is saying at that store. That's not going to happen because the internet is what they use to spread fear. So why would they shut that down? Same thing with why would they drop bombs? Because how are they going to get more minors? It's fear pornography every time they bring it up. So never mind any blackout. You get a, somebody should get a black eye for saying that, not you, but whoever like dropped that. Yeah, anytime that's it's never happened before. It's not going to happen in my lifetime. No, you can't be blacked out for 3 days because we'll miss too many shows. Quite frankly, and I would miss. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Don't even put it out of your mind. It's not a thing. Yeah, it never hurts to be prepared. That's true. Yeah, they were. The thing was always before. Oh, it was always 10 days. It's going to be 10 days without this, 10 days without that. I think I'm going to start cracking down on fear porn. And quite frankly, it hasn't happened a lot lately, but I'm going to look out for that. Anytime anybody says something is going to happen on a specific day and it doesn't because it never does, you should just get blocked. I don't know if I'm gonna be quite that severe with it, but like I will be like have to like write those names down and like keep a lookout for it if something like that happens again. You're not gonna spread fear in Frank's room. That's not gonna happen. That same old. It's the boy that cried wolf. You keep doing the same old threats, they're gonna lose their effect, and yeah, not gonna happen. Jenna, yeah, yeah, no free speech, yeah. It would be different. Like, okay, somebody says one thing, that's one thing. If we get, because this used to happen a lot before. We really don't see it in the last few years, but it would be like certain people who are not there a lot spreading fear like that. So if I notice it's the same person saying the same thing, Moon Bunny, I haven't seen that in the QF chat with a question mark. It really has been years since people were talking like that. Like go back maybe, like 3 or 4 years. You would see that more often. But like honest, like I didn't see it last year. If it, like if it did come up, nothing like is popping in my head. Like certain things I can remember a long time ago. It's weird. But yeah, it's just fear porn. I bet Shep Satan, you're right. They can't lose control for 3 days thinking. Because then how are they going to get online to traffic, minors? That would be cutting themselves off. They're not going to do that. Jenna, we have a guy in D7's chat who says it's his birthday each night. LOL. That's a troll. Yeah, Jenna, you have 3 days of darkness to reset the currency. Yes, same as 2 weeks to stop the spread. I don't believe either one of those. I know when I'm being lied to. I was raised by liars. That's why I cannot stand them. I know you're full of shit, and as soon as I'm proven right, I'll let you know. Yeah, there's no way that's gonna happen. That's not gonna happen. Yeah, then yeah, we'll see. We'll see Frank, quit his job and start working in a factory. I don't know. It's yeah, we'll see that first before we see the internet drop out for 3 days. There's no way. See, while I'm alive, something like that won't happen. And I'm not planning on going anywhere in, well, 2024. It'll be fine. Nothing's going to happen with the internet. Nothing's going to happen on January 20th. I don't appreciate them scheduling things on my holidays. That's why anything happened on January 6th. That's a holiday of mine. That's why they do stuff on it. The last few years, they've been trying to do things on my holidays. I notice. I notice hard. Yeah, lose, loose. Yeah, it's a words. That's okay. That's okay. I bitch slap Satan does have her own way of communicating as well. That might be part of it. You ever see like the way books are written back in like George Washington's time and before, and like they'll just spell words any old way? It's kind of like that. It's all right. I bitch slap Satan. You never apologize. I mean, bump into somebody, apologize. Don't be a dick, but because like you'll like say like you're right, you are, then right, RITE. It's like correct. It's just like it's more like text speak. So it's still English. It's still like correct. It kind of gives me like an early '90s feel, like days with a Z. Because there was a point in the '90s, no S's became Z's, is became IZ. Jenna, ammo, solo, solar, water, food. I'm good. Oh, and silver. Yeah, yeah. I bet Sep Satan. Yeah, right. Short speak for me. Like I imagine, I bet Sep Satan is just like typing on her phone like a mile a minute, whereas everybody else is just like both hands typing. QWERTY, Pomerose, home keys typing, and just like nope, nope. I'm faster with my thumbs. I'm never gonna get carpal tunnel. It's okay. That's all right though. Oh man, yeah, I'm glad everybody had a couple hours on a Saturday to hang out on YouTube. And it's been great seeing everybody all week. And again, Frank is on regular Monday show. We'll be at Quite Frankly. And then we'll be here for a couple of days. And then Frank for a couple of days. And then here next Saturday. Patrick, well, they're mostly from Anglia, not the sharpest people. Jenna, fun times as always. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I got about a hour, half into the show, and I realized I kind of had not planned a whole lot to say, but we kept it going. I bet Chef Satan, understandable. Worked a lot with my hands your whole life. Not easy at my age. Yeah, you got to just do whatever works best for you. Moon Bunny who spoiled us, Nikki. Yeah, it's gonna be so hard. Like not next week, but the following week. Just doing just the one Saturday show. But then my birthday's coming up soon, and I don't do anything for my birthday, so I don't know. Like I'm sure I'll think of something that day to talk about. But we'll be here on a Saturday. I don't know. There's usually an episode of Quite Frankly for my birthday, so I'm usually in the chat room for it. So that will be it'll be weird to be on my show for my birthday versus Frank's show. Oh, love you, Nikki. Yeah, love you too. And of course, always support all of your favorite content creators. Make sure you're subscribed with all notifications on. Share the shows if you think your followers would dig it. And leave a like, leave a comment after the show ends. Oh, Patrick saying a really good show, a really great show, Nikki. Take care, everyone. Yeah, thank you. And remember to check out Tubi. It's a free app. You can watch it on your phone, your smart TV, and everything in between. I will go through. I've got the Jenna's suggestions. I got some notes here to go through. So if I don't have a poll up on Sunday, look for a poll up Monday to vote for a movie that we will be watching for January. And then we'll end up reviewing it on the last Saturday in January is the 25th. So that would leave us with about, let's see, poll there, 1, 2, 3, about like 3 weeks to watch whatever movie we choose. Oh no, is this a appeal rejected? Yes. After review, we've determined balcony chat 12/26/24, 100 years ago today, does violate community guidelines. And all that means is, yeah, a big circle with a line through it, remove terms and policies. At least it was HD. Apologies, they did, delete the comments. But I mean, like that's okay, as far as like, like the channel being in trouble, it's really not. It's okay. It's just that show, that's why it's good to be at Places Live because you don't know if things going to be taken away. Oh, have a great night, John Rogers. Yeah, you too. And good night, all. Wally's saying, yeah, good night to you. So if you happen to come across the movie on YouTube or Tubi, uh, tomorrow you can always drop it in the comments of this video or like one of the tweets or a community post, something like that, so I can see your suggestion. I bet Shep's saying, yeah, don't follow rules, make your own. You find out what the rules are and just kind of like try to squeak around them. That's all that is. Oh, what else is there? You do want to check out The Edge on Tubi. If you haven't seen that movie, you do want to watch it. Yeah, good night, John Rogers. Glad you made it here. Check out Spookies. We're not necessarily going to review it for the channel. I mean, like, maybe we should talk about it because I do want to watch it since I haven't seen it for a few years. So that's on Tubi as well. Frank's dad is in it. Does give me low key, old school Dark Shadows vibes. It's something else too, but I couldn't remember what that is now. That Happy Birthday, Billy. That's what that clip is from, that movie. And it's only like an hour and a half. I thought it was longer, but it's short. I mean, 1986. Definitely a B movie. Very. It is what it is. You gotta love the thing for what it is. They were trying. And then I'll also check out like PayPal, buy me a coffee, that kind of a thing. And I guess there's a game tonight. Wally and Patrick are talking about Liverpool and Wolves. I would like to watch some football, UK football. Just like the insanity of the crowds is what kind of blows my mind about it. People get way into, well, you know, we call it soccer here, but you cannot call it that over there. You'll get looks. So yeah, you might want to take your pants with you. Otherwise, they're just going to be sitting on the floor getting kicked around for a couple of days. I don't think you don't want to treat your pants like a reusable shopping bag. Treat your pants with more respect. So take those with you for a couple of days. And we'll see each other next at Quite Frankly. That's you're okay, Wally World. Sorry, Nikki, we're talking about our UK football teams. That's all right. That's all right. I'm glad you guys dig that. Yeah, so everybody have a good meal, get some good sleep, smoke out on the balcony. Just be a little bit careful about certain things you talk about on YouTube. Just about one little subject, and you'll be okay. And then you can swear and say anything else you want, and they don't mind that. It's just what other little fantasy they want to keep going, and the rest is fair game. That's all right. Yeah, I'm glad they got back to me so quick. I love seeing you guys. I love that you guys want to see me and you give me a chance to be myself and see people that I've known for coming up on a decade. I think I'll get into that more at the next show because my next show will be closer to my 10-year anniversary with Quite Frankly. Before there was Quite Frankly, it was the Dolls in New York back then. So I'll get more nostalgic then, since that will be just basically a day before I found the show back in 2015. So that will be wild. I hope this has been as fun for you as it has for me. I bet you slept, Satan. What can't we talk about? We can't talk about what a certain substance does that was introduced in about 2020 or 2021. Can't say anything bad about that. It was something I said. It was nothing like that the chat room said and got the channel in trouble. It was literally like my own words, even though they wouldn't tell me what I said. So it's not you, it's me. And it's, you know, it's not something we talk about a lot on this channel anyway. Like that was kind of an odd show, you know, as it was. So it's all right. It's all right. We don't. That's not something we usually talk about anyway. There's a whole world of other things we can discuss besides what's been happening in the world the last 4 years with a specific um thing that's being pushed everywhere because it works. That's why they're pushing it so hard. Maximum sarcasm. So love you guys. Stay safe, stay warm, stay fed, keep your heat on. Hope your plumbing's working fine. Finish up your eggnog and your Christmas movies because it's almost January and that shit doesn't fly in January. Yeah, you guys are the best. And smash the like button before you go. And after I say my last line, I'm going to hang out here for a few seconds. That way YouTube doesn't cut me off for the last thing I say the way it did with like if my last video ends weird, like I don't think I ended it that fast because they shortened it up a few seconds. I noticed that. So love you all. Frankly's are the best. Until next time.